Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're about to kick off social media day, so give me just one moment. We're already on the phones. We've had close to 900 people register for this event. Good morning, Lola. So if I don't speak to you individually, it is because I'm speaking on the phones, in addition to on Facebook Live, in addition to on Periscope. So what I need you guys to do is, if you haven't shared this scope, go ahead and share this scope. But this morning, we're going to be talking about how to build an empire on social media. And we're going to have some other expert speakers all day today talking to you about Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook ads, and more. So you want to make sure you're registered for the replay at bit.ly/we social. bit.ly/we social. So good morning. Welcome to our second annual social media day for women. And this is all about educating you on how to take your social media to the next level, how to grow your social media. And the most important piece is how to get you in front of more people, how to get you more clients, how to get you more money, and how to help you serve the world at a greater level. If you haven't registered to receive replays of this event, I encourage you to do so now. bit.ly/we social 2016. We've got an amazing lineup of speakers today. Everyone from my brand manager is going to be on at 8 a.m. We got my technology team on at 11. We got Ashley Ann on talking about Instagram at noon. We've just got some amazing people today. So if you haven't shared this opportunity with others, please do so. There is a dial-in also today for you to join. But guys, this event, and I was telling my team about the build-up for this event. This event has been building up for a year. If you post out about this event, please make sure you use the hashtag we social. Hashtag we social. And the importance of being social on social media is one of the most important things that you're going to ever run into. So this morning, I'm going to be giving you guys the information that you need to really build an empire on social media. So first and foremost, let me say, if you don't know about social media, you need to get to know about social media right now, because social media is not going anywhere. And so that's my first post, is that you've got to touch your social media every day. A lot of people want to learn social media, but they want to outsource their social media. And I do outsource pieces of my social media. But the first thing I had to do was I had to learn it myself so that I could understand what to outsource. And I promise you that had I not learned it myself, my social media following wouldn't be what it is right now. And part of social media, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, it's not a secret, but everybody doesn't do it. It's okay on social media to ask people to share. Right now, I'm going to ask you, if you're joining via the phone, please click on the invite that you received and share with someone else. If you're joining via Facebook, please click on the Facebook Live and share and invite somebody else. If you're joining via Periscope, please click on the button, but that's biblical. That you have not because you ask not. And that's number one. So many of you are afraid to ask people to share. But I'm not. And so Social Media Day is all about sharing the opportunity. And Mashable, this company named Mashable, actually does a Social Media Day on June 30th. We missed it. This year. I had too much going on. We could not shut stuff down on the 30th. And I said, you know what? I'd rather come late than not at all. I would rather come late than not at all. So you have to ask people to share. So, and guess what, y'all? When people say sharing is caring, that's true. Do you care enough about the people around you to share a free social media training? Do you care enough about your business partners and your associates and your family members and your friends to share a free social media training? Because if you were my friend and you were sitting in this training right now and you didn't share it with me, I'd be mad at you. So stop thinking you're going to offend people by sharing. Somebody even questioned me the other day, why do you share on Periscope so much? Why do you share your client scopes? I said, you know what? Nope, it's bit.ly/WeSocial16. WeSocial16. I said, if it weren't for my clients, let me make a circle for you guys. If it weren't for my clients, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So for me not to share my client's voice or my client's work is selfish. Social media is built on sharing. And too much of the world doesn't realize that there is enough for everybody. So that's number one. On social media, it's okay to ask people to share. And another thing is, not only is it okay to ask people to share, reciprocity is expected on social media. Reciprocity is expected on social media. That's number two. Reciprocity is expected on social media. Social media is not just about you. When you share other people's stuff, they share your stuff. When you like other people's stuff, they'll come and like your stuff. So if you're not spending a part of your day supporting other people just for the sake of supporting them, then I promise you that your social media is not going to the level that it could, would, should if you start partnering with other people. So number one is you have to share. Number two is reciprocity. And part of that truth, because Truth said some people don't always like mine back. Sometimes Facebook doesn't show them everything. And then you got to think about it too. Are you partnering with the right people? And that's not just a social media lesson. That's a life lesson. Are you partnering with the right people? Are you collaborating with the right? Did you have a right coach? Is your coach sharing your stuff? Is your coach checking on you? Is the consultant that you hired spending time supporting what you're doing? Because too many of us are hooked up with the wrong people. And when you hook up with the right people, you can expect reciprocity. Don't be afraid to extract yourself from people that are not where you need them to be when you need them to be. And that's the truth of the matter. So number two is reciprocity. Number three, you've got to learn. Number three is education. If you don't spend at least 25% of your day, of your week, of your month, learning and strategizing social media, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle with your social media. Instead of watching that TV show, get you a book on social media and sit still and read it. Let me give you a few. There's a book by Jonah Berger called Contagious. It's the study of why things catch on. Contagious. By Jonah, Jonah, Berger. There's a book called Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. It is the study of why some things stay around and some things don't. Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. To me, the social media anthem, the book that just changes everything in social media, is called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's by a man named Gary Vaynerchuk. Jab, 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 Right Hook is the study of how big industries use social media. Between those three books, which is about a $60 investment, you're going to be able to take your life and your business on social media to the next level. And so if you've not already signed up for things like this replay, guys, we're going to be giving you guys some training today that is going to take you to the next level. Have you signed up for the replay? And sometimes I'm always amazed. I'm always amazed at people who miss free opportunities. Don't do it. Don't keep missing free opportunities. Sign up for the replays, bit.ly/WeSocial16. So number one, sharing is caring on social media. Number two, and if somebody could type in the link on Facebook, you should get a confirmation when you sign up, and you should get a message right back. Number two is reciprocity. Do unto others, but at the same time, making sure that you're in the right circle. Number three is education. Number four is you got to be hands-on with your social media. The worst thing in the world is for somebody to comment on your stuff and you don't comment back. Especially when you're growing. And thank you guys for the hearts on Periscope. That's the worst experience in the world. You've got to be hands-on with your social media. Do you know, you guys know something that I do, that I've done for years and that I continue to do? I check my inbox on Facebook about 20 times a day. Thank you so much, Coretta, for jumping into Facebook. Thank you, Sabria, for the link. I check my inbox on Facebook. And if you haven't shared the Periscope, shared the Facebook Live, or shared it on the phone, make sure you share. Hey, Kobe, about 15 times a day. There are people who don't respond to their inbox messages, but I do. You know why I do? Because it's important. Good morning, guys, and we're on live for Social Media Day. If I don't respond to you each individually, that's why. So guess what? You got to be hands-on in your social media. So number one, you got to share. Number two, reciprocity is everything. Number three, educate yourself. Number four, be hands-on. Number five, stop listening to other people so much. Other people who are not even social media experts telling you stuff like, don't post on Facebook so much. Don't post on Twitter so much. Don't post on Periscope so much. Don't share on Periscope so much. Stop listening to people who are not experts and you're letting them sit there and give you strategy on social media that doesn't work. I've heard so many wrong. I've heard so many wrong social media strategies. And I'm like, bro, you got 11 followers on Twitter. How you telling me what to do on Twitter? Everybody's not an expert, guys, just because they say I'm a social media expert. I saw somebody doing Periscope reviews. For $200, they'll watch your Periscopes and tell you how to improve. And the person doing the reviews hadn't done 10 live Periscopes themselves. So how could you possibly? See, the proof is in the pudding. You can't teach me how to do something that you don't have a track record of doing yourself. So you guys need to make sure that before you hire your next quote unquote social media expert or marketing or branding or web, right? The blind leading the blind. You got to get their numbers. Because if they can't grow their own numbers, they can't help you grow yours. So stop listening. Try your browser, Bold Strategies, because we've had hundreds and hundreds of people register. So try another browser or try on your phone. Stop listening to these quote unquote experts about when to post, and stop asking. Stop asking. What's the best time for me to scope? What's the best time for me to get on Facebook? What's the best time for me to tweet? What's the best time for me to get out there and figure it out based on your audience? The more you do it, which was number 5, the more you're going to know what to do. I'm not sure what Scope Media School is, Angie. I'm sorry. So stop listening to people who say they're experts and get out there and work on it yourself. And if you want a replay of Social Media Day today, make sure you go to bit.ly/WeSocial16. Evelyn, it's just to dial in, and then I'm on Facebook Live and Periscope. So it's just to dial in for today. Number 6, you should be able to tell a story with your social media. Stop saying, buy my stuff. Thank you, Bold Strategies. Buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. People want to know who you helped, how you helped them. Gotcha, Thisha. What good has it done for them? Tell a story with your social media. Share client success stories and share testimonies and good morning, Red Team, Red Cup. Share far and wide what is going on in your business. But you don't have to just keep saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Because if it hasn't worked by now, it's not going to work. So stop doing the same things. And here's another one, guys. This is kind of a bonus. If you've not mastered one social media platform, what makes you think you need to be on a second one or a third one Or a fourth one. What? I see people enticing you guys all day, every day with money. They'll say, stop leaving money on the table by not being on Snapchat. But if you can't even get your Facebook right, how dare you run over there to Snapchat trying to get that right? And you ain't even got your website up. I said it. You've got to master one thing before you master 2 and 3 and 4. I'd rather make money on one platform than spread myself thin and not make any money. So stop letting people entice you and distract you off of your focus. Listen to me. If you say, I'm just going to do Facebook because that's where everybody is, and then I'm just going to do Periscope because that's video, and you say that's all I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it consistently, I'm going to do it well, I'm going to do it professionally. That's right, focus. Follow one course until successful. We've already started, sis. We on now. bit.ly/we social. Stop trying to be all over the place. You're being a jack of all trades and a master of none. And let me tell y'all, I'm just going to be honest, and I went back and forth in my mind, and the Holy Spirit said, say it. Some of these people out here offering to teach you guys to go to the next level on other platforms, they're not even masters on those platforms themselves. I remember seeing someone when I first joined Periscope, and they were like, come learn how to earn. I earned this amount of dollars in Periscope in 15 days. And I'm looking at them with the side eye because I'm like, well, you haven't even been on Periscope for 20. So I don't care who you are. You didn't come through the door earning money. So I'm looking at your numbers skeptical. You made all of that money off of people. Then you stopped coming on Periscope. Here's another thing, guys, with your social media. Number 7 is consistency. Number 7 is consistency. Not just for yourself. Not just for yourself, but for the people around you. And if you've got people in business who only show up when it's time for their conference, when it's time for their new program to start, when it's time for them to launch something different, they only show up a certain time of year. They get all your money and then they go back into hiding. You guys have got to start seeing people for who they are. Hold yourself consistent and hold everybody around you consistent. And if I see the trends, I know you see the trends too. But some of you are so excited that you got big name such and such or big name such and such as your coach. I will tell you, the only reason a lot of them are paid is not because they've helped you, but because you've allowed the spirit of greed to cloud your judgment. And they're taking your money and buying that big stuff. See, that's what you got to be careful for on social media. And if you haven't shared this on Periscope, if you haven't shared this on Facebook Live, and if you're on the phone and you haven't shared it, please share. What you have to be careful of on social media is, does this person show up every day? And don't let yourself be that inconsistent person. It's rough out here in them internet streets, huh, Coretta? We say that all the time. It's rough out here in the internet streets. It's rough out here. I saw somebody the other day talking about how you missing money on Snapchat. Well, if you're not making money on Facebook, and you're not making money on Periscope, you're not making money on Facebook Live, how you think you're going to run over it's something flawed in what you're doing. It's not the platform. So how do you think you're going to go over to Snapchat with the same flawed mindset, with the same broke mentality, with the same inability to monetize, with the same let me help everybody for free mindset? How do you think you're going to go over to Snapchat and not fix your core, not fix your insides, not fix your mindset, and not do the same thing as Snapchat? There are people everywhere with thousands and thousands of followers on social media that they can't afford a cup of coffee. Don't be that person. I'm going to repeat myself. There are people with thousands and I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. They ain't got nothing for sale. Maybe a t-shirt or something. They popular, but they not prosperous. I'd rather be prosperous than popular. And you've got to ask yourself, would I rather be popular or prosperous? Somebody tell me real quick, which one would you rather be? Would you rather be popular or prosperous? Because, see, I want to be prosperous. And like I told my class last night, it only takes you a few clients to be prosperous. Be careful. Be careful. Last but not least, before I open it up for questions, number 8. And I say this all the time. Good morning, Hattie says, stop being embarrassed to promote your products and services on social media. You'll post them in everybody else's groups, on everybody else's pages, and then when it's time to post on your page, you won't. You got a picture of a dog up there. I ain't never seen so many business owners that I have to scroll down and down and down to find out what you do. I've never seen so many business owners. And if you guys want to get a copy of today's replays, we're going to be doing social media all day. We're going to be talking about Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook ads. And I got some of the best ladies in America that are bringing you this information. If you want the replay so you can sit still and study it, bit.ly/WeSocial16. WeSocial16. Get the replay so you can sit and study this, or so that you can refresh yourself on this information. But stop being embarrassed to promote your own products and services on social media. Stop it. So we're going to go ahead and open it up for questions. If you have a question on Periscope, go ahead and type it in now. If you have a question on the phone, press *2 to raise your hand. Again, if you're joining on Facebook, Good Morning Wealthy ATL or Periscope Live, and we're going to be doing Social Media Day all day today. If you want a copy of the replays, including my technology team, my branding team, we got a branding panel that we're going to be doing at around 11 o'clock. Today is going to be chock full of knowledge. If you want the replays, go to bit.ly/WeSocial16. And guess what, guys? Y'all lucky I didn't put a price on those replays because y'all know me. I sure will, Dr. Herbert. I'm not sure. Excellence, if you go to bit.ly/WeSocial16, when you sign up, we're going to add you to the list to get the replays. So somebody told me to repeat the book list. It was Contagious by Jonah Berger, JONAHBERGER. It was, and if you haven't shared the Periscope or the Facebook, please share. It was Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. And it was Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. They call him Gary V, V-E-E. What happened? You tried to inbox me. What happened? It should have worked. So thank you guys for inviting followers and making this a great social media day. Again, you get the replays by registering at bit.ly. And I keep saying it, guys, because I know on Periscope and Facebook Live, people come and go. So what questions, if you're on the phones, if you have a question about social media, press *2. If you're on Periscope or Facebook Live, type in. But you don't get training like this for free, right, Pastor Jan, for the free 99. So you might. Good morning, Vogue Doc. Ask God and put a praise on it. What are we talking about? You got to do more than ask God and put a praise on it. You got to ask God, put a praise on it, and then put a push on it. Too many of us are operating under faith, not realizing faith without works is dead. So I talked about that this morning. You've got to do some pushing. Okay, I'll look for it this morning. We've been up working this morning, so I will look for it. Yeah, you got to do some pushing. So y'all don't have no questions about social media. Yeah, Dr. Finch, it's going to be really, really good. And Dr. Landry, you're going to have to start learning it. I mean, that is my recommendation. The question was, if I'm new, what do I do? I start by learning Facebook first and then going on to continue to learn Periscope. I didn't see Scout Visibility. But start learning what softwares and oh, we got a good question. Hold up, Letitia and Psalm Scoring. Hold 1 second. Somebody said, do you just add people to group or invite them to join? Please do not add me to your group. Please do not tag me in your post unless you have a picture of me or I am participating in an event with you. Stop slamming people on social media. Stop spamming people. Stop harassing people. It's rude and it will get you blocked. Leona, you really need to develop your own content. Somebody asked, no, you can't outsource your content. You can't. You've got to learn, and that's one of the things we're doing in my course, The Money Lab. We're learning how to develop our own content. It is mandatory. But guys, don't you dare ever add anybody to a group unsolicited. Don't you dare ever tag anybody because you going live in 15 minutes and you tagging people to tell them you're going live. That is horrible. That is horrible. You interrupting people's day to let them know you going live. Create an event. That's what events are for. But stop spamming people. Stop adding them to your groups. Stop. So, Letitia, what was your question? Yeah, strong arming people's time. Stop, y'all. Oh, Diane, the Money Lab is full, sis. We took it down. But thank you, love. You can still ask. You can create events in your groups. You can create events in your groups. Creating events in other people's groups is rude. It's rude. If you come in my group and you create an event, I'll put you out. Shabby Free, that's a client question. She said, I do taxes. What else do I do in the off season? You should have signed up for the Money Lab so you can create more products and services to make more money. But I'm sure I'll have another one. Matter of fact, we'll start a wait list for the Money Lab. How do you do Facebook Live? You go into Facebook Live and you look for the little man with a halo and you hit live. Who was that? Psalmist Corinne? Psalmist Corinne, you had a question? What questions do you guys have about social media? I'll give you a bonus. The majority of you are not making enough money on social media. Hey, April, that's one of our presenters today right there, because you don't have enough products and services. Yeah. Good for you, Crazy Ann and Twiggy Sweet. Yeah, the majority of you are not making enough money. Girl, it ain't a free class. Examples of promoting yourself. Just talking about what you do on social media. Talking about how you do it. Who you do it for. There is a right platform. So the question is, I got you, Tammy. The question is, what's the right platform on social media? This is where it's imperative that you do your research on your industry. Everybody hangs out somewhere different, but I'll give you a hint. And my sister April Stedman Beverly has a Facebook ads class coming up. Everybody is on Facebook. Everybody is on Facebook. I'm going to repeat that. Everybody is on Facebook. You can't miss with Facebook, but you got to know how to get to the right people and not just the 5 people around you. So the question was fan page or personal page. The answer is both. I have fan pages because I can run ads on fan pages. But the bottom line is that I have a personal page because Facebook treats my personal page better than they treat my fan page. Good morning, Naya. I'm going to repeat that. Have a business page and a personal page, but stop having them bathroom selfies. Stop having those bathroom selfies on your personal page like you just off work. You got club pictures and twerking pictures on your personal page. Remember, that's part of your image too. So as a business owner, you really just have a business fan page and then a fan page light, a mini fan page, which is your personal page. So Tammy's question was, what do you outsource? You can outsource the posting of your content as it relates to social media. But by right, you should be creating your own social media content. And thank you guys for the hearts. I appreciate it. The personal profile is going to do better. No, you don't add nobody nowhere, Letitia. They add themselves. It's not necessary, Shy Be Free. I can teach you some stuff to do that you wouldn't necessarily have to become a CPA. But Dr. Finch asked a question. How many products should you have? What is the ideal number of products and services should a business have to make money on social media? I'd say a minimum of 10. A minimum of 10. Y'all want me to list them? Y'all want me to list them? You need a minimum of 10 products. I have a class going on right now, 2 classes that I'm helping them build product. You need a free item. You've got to have something for free. It's got to be rock solid, and it's got to be something people want. Then you've got to have a small, medium, and large of at least 3 different types of products that you specialize in. So if you have 3 different types of products, say you're a minister and you specialize in prayer, worship, and leadership. So you got the 1 free item, then you got a small, medium, and large for prayer, a small, medium, and large for worship, and then a small, medium, and large for leadership. That's 10 products. I want to be able to partner with you if you only have, you block them, Orlean. You can go in and block people from posting on your personal page. You can't post on my personal page. And that's why I was telling you, Shy Be Free, I can teach you how to make money in the off season. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. And for all of you who say, I'm going to go create my own products, good luck. It's truly a formula for it. It's truly. So if somebody only has $20 and they want to work with you, and if they got $2,000 and they want to work with you, you've got to have levels. You got to have levels to your price points. Real talk. In the time it takes you to figure it out by yourself, you're going to be figuring. If you're on the phone and you have a question, please press *2. If you're on Facebook and have a question, please let us know. Who was it? How you figure all this out, Latoya? You hire a coach. If you're a cake baker, your job is to cook the best cakes. I'm a business coach. My job is to help you make the most business. Then yes, you are all in my business. They said not. See, let me tell y'all something real quick. Don't ever worry about anybody else's money other than your own. I have 2 classes going on right now, Evelyn, and I'll start the wait list for the product creation lab. Don't ever count anybody's money other than your own. And the truth be told, you can tell that if I got 3 sold out classes right now with over 100 people in each class, I'm making money. But you so busy counting you so busy counting somebody else's money. Guess what? You can't count your own. Just being honest with you guys. If you haven't shared the Periscope, share. I see the call is growing, so make sure you guys share the call as well and share on Facebook. The bottom line is that Candy's Boutique said they ain't got nothing to count. That's probably correct, Amundo. But yeah, don't be all in some guys. By the time you finish counting somebody else's money, by the time you finish counting somebody else's money, you could have been and made some yourself. Any questions about building an empire on social media? Because one of my favorite people is up next. She's up next. I'm trying to get her bio. Yeah, a lot of you guys just need to push, and then you need a little more strategy. Candace, you ain't get no bio for Portia? I know that, Pastor Jan. Did you see that? Pastor Jan, did you see that? Did you say that? It's me, Deshauna. Letitia, you gonna wait until I present in class to ask your many questions. You like beef on your potatoes? Okay. He talking about he like beef on his potatoes. Folks really do the most. The most, Ruben. They do the most. I don't know if Candace heard me. If you want the replay for today, you don't need to dial in, Pastor Jan. Not necessarily. But I am going to end this scope and start back and tag her. In the post. Okay. Yep, follow through and accountability. My brand manager's name is Portia Chandler. She is up at 8 a.m. So we're going to take like a 5-minute break and then we'll be back. No, it didn't freeze, Asia. I was just still. She asked me, did it freeze? It didn't freeze, y'all. I was just, watch. It's not froze. I'm just being still. Yeah, I was focusing. Look, Wendy, I hope. Yeah, Janine, you got to do something different. I hope I didn't have my mouth open. Because you know how sometimes when you focused, looking for something, and you got your mouth open, you got your mouth open like this. A little it was, Monica, that's okay. Portia Chandler is my brand manager. And hold on. Girl, folks are crazy. Pastor Jan, I type 100-some words a minute. I love to type. Good morning, Joanna. You're welcome, CB Hart. So, up next, wear your hair. Why are they asking me where my hair is? Folks are crazy. Is it the same place you are? Guys, if you haven't registered for the replay, up next at 8 a.m., we have my social media strategist and brand manager, Portia Chandler. Portia believes that everyone should finish and finalize all that you have been purposed to do here on earth. Your life does have meaning, and your journey will leave a legacy. Tell your own story and leave your experiences intact, untarnished, without the fairy tale plots and twists that started this unrealistic view of real life or living in the moment. But indeed, our story, your story, my story will serve as an all-time bestseller for those wonderful lives coming behind us that need to know the truth about life. That is my brand manager, Portia Chandler. She truly, truly, truly believes in greatness for everyone. She truly, truly, truly believes that our lives and our voices matter. And she's going to be up at 8 a.m. If you want a copy of today's replays, make sure, and if you haven't shared the scope or share the Facebook, make sure you share. But we're going to take about a 5-minute break, and I'll be back on Periscope. I'll be back on Facebook Live. If you want copies of today's replay, make sure you join us. If you're on the phones, you can stay on the phones. We're just going to be switching out the call. But I'm going to end the video for about 5 minutes, and we'll be back a couple of minutes after as we talk to my brand manager. And she's been my brand manager for years, Portia Chandler. She's one of the nation's leading brand managers. She's an award-winning brand manager, and she works with award-winning brands. So it's no wonder when you look at my brand across social media, all you see is greatness. A lot of that has to do with Portia and the big team and how they're so methodical and strategic about the handling of my brand. And so you'll get to meet the team behind the team in about 5 minutes. I'll see you guys shortly. If you want the replays, make sure you go to bit.ly/WeSocial16. Very good, Ross Love. bit.ly/WeSocial16 and sign up. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. And make sure you come in sharing and inviting.